Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and I'm so glad you're here with us today.
Hello, friends. I'm Julia, your co-host. We're super excited about today's episode because it's something every English learner wants to know how to learn English naturally.
Yes, this is such an important topic. A lot of learners feel stuck when they try to memorize grammar rules or long word lists. But learning English doesn't have to be boring or difficult.
Exactly. In this episode, we'll show you how to learn English in a simple, natural way, like how you learned your first language. It can be fun, stress-free, and really effective.
We'll also share some easy tips, real-life examples, and even talk about common mistakes to avoid. So if you want to feel more confident and speak English without fear, you're in the right place.
Grab a notebook or just relax and listen, whatever works best for you. Let's start learning English naturally, step by step.
All right, let's jump in. So, Julia, let's start with the big question. What does it really mean to learn English naturally?
Great question, Jason. Learning English naturally means learning the way children learn their first language by listening, watching, and using the language in real life, instead of just memorizing rules and grammar.
So it's more like picking it up through experience, right?
Exactly. When we were kids, we didn't study grammar books. We listened to our parents, copied what they said, and slowly began to speak. That's natural learning.
That makes a lot of sense. So, when people say learn naturally, they're talking about using real English in daily life, like watching movies, listening to conversations, or reading simple stories.
Yes. And it also means not worrying too much about mistakes. Just like a baby learning to speak, it's okay to say things wrong at first. That's part of the process.
I love that. It's about using English like a living language, not just something we study in a classroom.
Right. It's about enjoying the language, not forcing it. When you learn naturally, you feel more relaxed, and your brain remembers better.
That's powerful. I think many learners believe they must study hard and memorize everything. But natural learning is more like growing a plant. You give it water, sunlight, and time, and it grows.
Beautiful example, Jason. Yes, daily practice, fun input, and a little patience. That's the secret to learning English naturally.
So if you're listening right now and feel tired of studying English the hard way, don't worry. There is a better, easier way, and we'll show you how in the next part.
Yes, stay with us. In just a moment, we'll talk about why learning English naturally works so well.
All right, now that we know what natural learning is, let's talk about why it actually works. Julia, why do you think learning English naturally is more effective than just memorizing rules?
That's a big question, Jason, but a great one. First, natural learning is more effective because it's how our brain is designed to learn languages. Our brains love patterns and sounds. When we hear English again and again in real situations, we begin to understand it without even thinking about it.
Like when you listen to the same phrases over and over in a movie or a song, you suddenly find yourself repeating them without trying.
Exactly. That's called language absorption. You're not studying the language. You're soaking it in, like a sponge. That's much easier than forcing yourself to remember 20 new words in a day.
That's true. I remember when I started learning Spanish, I watched cartoons and short videos every day. I didn't understand everything, but I started recognizing words, sounds, and emotions.
Yes, and over time, your brain connects the sounds to meaning. It becomes automatic, which is the goal. You don't want to stop and think about grammar rules every time you speak, right?
No way. That takes all the fun out of speaking. When you learn naturally, you start to speak more fluently and confidently because you're not translating in your head.
And here's another benefit natural learning keeps you motivated. Watching a movie in English is more fun than reading grammar rules, right?
Absolutely. And when learning is fun, you keep doing it. That's the secret. Consistency. Natural learning helps you stay consistent because you enjoy the process.
Also, it helps reduce fear. Many learners are scared to speak because they worry about mistakes. But if you learn naturally, you understand that mistakes are part of learning, not something to feel bad about.
Yes, mistakes mean you're trying, and that's the most important step. In fact, I think people who learn naturally often speak more confidently, even if they make small mistakes.
That's true. Confidence is more powerful than perfection when learning a language.
So, to sum it up, learning naturally helps you absorb the language, stay motivated, feel confident, and use English without fear.
Exactly. It's a smart, simple, and stress-free way to learn English, and anyone can do it.
Coming up next, we're going to clear up some common misunderstandings about natural learning. There are a few myths out there, and we want to set the record straight.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. So far, we've talked about what natural learning is and why it's so effective. But Julia, I think we should talk about some myths people believe about learning English naturally.
Yes, there are quite a few, and they often stop people from trying this method. Let's clear them up. What's the first myth, Jason?
Okay, myth number 1. You can only learn English naturally if you live in an English-speaking country.
Oh, yes, I hear that a lot. But it's not true. You don't have to move to the US or the UK to learn naturally. These days, with the internet, you can watch English videos, listen to podcasts like this one, and even talk to people online from anywhere in the world.
Exactly. You can create your own English world at home. Just change your phone's language, watch movies in English, label things in your room. It all helps.
Absolutely. All right, myth number 2, natural learning is slow and not serious.
Ah, yes. Some people think that if you're not studying grammar or taking classes, you're not really learning.
But learning naturally doesn't mean you're not serious. It just means you're learning in a smart and fun way. It may feel slower at first, but it builds stronger, longer-lasting results.
Totally agree. And one more myth I need to understand everything I hear to learn.
Nope. You don't have to understand 100% to learn. Just like babies, you start with small words and grow over time. Your brain learns through repetition and context.
Right. If you understand even 60%, that's enough to keep learning. Don't wait for perfect understanding. Just keep going.
Exactly. So, to everyone listening, don't believe the myths. Natural learning is possible, powerful, and fun, no matter where you are.
Coming up next, we'll share 5 simple and practical tips you can use to start learning English naturally today.
Yes, this is the exciting part. Real steps you can take right away. Stay with us.
Tip number 1, listen to English every single day. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, YouTube video, or a children's cartoon. Just listen.
Exactly. Even if you don't understand everything, just listen. Your ears need to get used to the rhythm, sounds, and tone of English.
And here's a pro tip. Choose something you enjoy. Like if you love cooking, watch cooking shows in English. If you love sports, listen to English sports commentary.
Right. When you enjoy it, your brain stays active and learns faster. Tip number 2, read easy English every day. Start with short, simple things like children's books, English storybooks for beginners, or even English subtitles.
Yes, and don't be afraid to read the same thing twice or 3 times. Repetition helps your brain remember naturally.
Also, try reading out loud. It helps improve your pronunciation and speaking flow.
Reading out loud is a great trick. It trains your brain, tongue, and ears all at the same time. Tip number 3, speak without fear. Speak even if you're not perfect. Talk to yourself, your mirror, or your pet. Just speak.
I love that. You don't need a speaking partner at first. Just practice saying simple things like, I am brushing my teeth, or it is a sunny day.
And don't worry about grammar. Just try to express your thoughts. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes.
Exactly. Confidence is built through use, not through perfect grammar. Tip 4 is powerful use English in your real life. Change your phone language, write your to-do list in English, or post on social media in English.
Yes, label items in your house like door, mirror, or refrigerator. That way, you see English words every day without studying.
Even writing your shopping list or journal in English helps your brain think in English more often.
When English becomes part of your everyday life, it becomes easier and more natural. And finally, tip 5, be consistent and patient. Learning naturally takes time. Don't give up if you don't see fast results.
Yes, natural learning is like growing a tree. You can't rush it. But if you water it every day, just 15 to 30 minutes, it grows strong over time.
And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own speed.
The key is to enjoy the journey. Celebrate small wins like understanding a phrase or finishing a short story.
Exactly. Step by step, your English will become stronger without stress.
So, to quickly review the 5 tips: 1. Listen to English every day. 2. Read easy English materials. 3. Speak without fear. 4. Use English in real life. 5. Be consistent and patient.
Yes. And if you do even just 2 of these things every day, your English will improve naturally over time.
Coming up next, we're going to give you some ideas for fun and natural English learning activities you can try at home.
Stick with us. These ideas will make your learning routine exciting and enjoyable. All right, welcome back again. So, we just gave you 5 powerful tips to help you learn English naturally. But now, let's talk about something just as important: mistakes to avoid.
Yes, even when you're learning naturally, some habits can slow you down or even stop your progress. Let's go over the top 3 mistakes to watch out for.
Mistake number 1, expecting fast results. Some people think, I watched English videos for a week. Why am I not fluent?
Exactly. Natural learning takes time. It's like learning to walk or ride a bike. You don't master it in one day.
So don't get frustrated. If you stay patient and keep going, your skills will grow step by step.
Mistake number 2, just watching or listening, but not speaking or writing.
Yes, it's easy to watch English videos all day, but if you don't use the language, you won't improve much.
Try repeating phrases you hear, writing your thoughts in English, or speaking to yourself. Remember, input plus output equals real learning.
And mistake number 3, comparing yourself to others. Wow, he speaks better than me. Or she learned faster than I did.
Don't do that. Everyone has their own journey. Focus on your progress, not someone else's.
Right. You may not notice your improvement, but over weeks and months, it's there. Just keep going.
So to repeat, avoid these 3 common mistakes. 1. Don't expect instant results. 2. Don't just consume. Use the language. 3. Don't compare yourself to others.
Exactly. Learning naturally is a beautiful personal process. Stay consistent, and you'll succeed.
Coming up next, we'll share some real success stories from people who learned English naturally and how you can be inspired by them.
Stay with us, because this next part is going to motivate you big time. Welcome back. Now, before we wrap up today's episode, we want to take a moment to talk directly to you, our listener. This part is all about motivation.
That's right. We know learning English, especially naturally, can sometimes feel slow or even frustrating. But listen, don't give up.
Yes. If you've made it this far in the episode, it means you care about your learning. And that's already a big success.
You may not be fluent yet, but every small step counts. Maybe today you understood 5 new words. Maybe yesterday you spoke 1 full sentence in English. That's progress.
Exactly. Learning English is like building a house brick by brick. Some days you lay 1 brick. Some days you lay 10. But every day matters.
And even on days when you feel stuck, remember you are still learning. Your brain is still working, still growing.
So if you ever feel like quitting, take a deep breath and say to yourself, I can do this. Because you can.
You're not alone on this journey. We're here with you. And every English speaker was once a beginner, too. Even us.
That's true. We all start somewhere. What matters is that you keep going, keep listening, keep speaking, keep trying.
So, wherever you are right now, at home, on a walk, or maybe on a break, just know you're doing great. And we're proud of you.
Yes, we believe in you. And we can't wait to see how far you go on your English journey.
Stay with us because up next is our final part of the episode, a simple summary, and your next steps to keep learning naturally.
Let's finish strong. See you in the next part. And here we are, at the end of today's episode. We hope you've learned something valuable and feel inspired to keep learning English naturally.
Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every little step you take brings you closer to fluency. So keep practicing every day and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Let's spread the word and build a community of natural learners.
And we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below or send us a message on social media. Tell us about your journey and the tips that have helped you the most. We might even share your story in future episodes.
Finally, remember you've got this. Keep listening, keep practicing, and always believe in yourself.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode of the English Learning Podcast. Take care and keep going.
Goodbye, everyone, and happy learning!